Hello, this time we have a 2-down Foxxy game that ended up very close. White won by 2.5. It was a really intense game from the beginning to the end. We had a spectacular co-fight in this lower right corner. Also, White was in danger in the top but managed to escape quite nice. The beginning felt good for White, then somehow Black turned it around for a little while, then gave it away again. There were interesting opportunities on both sides that were kind of missed, but overall a very good game to study, so let's have a look. So this time we have a diagonal Fuseki. Black goes for the fight, and so far so good. Black needs to attack at b3 to prevent the Shimari. Then White very calm defense with the Kosumi. Then we have the modern Sansan invasion. White could block either side, it's absolutely fine. So for example, if White blocks the top and then just no B, now White can go all the way to O17 and attack the top right corner, which feels like the weaker stone on the board right now. But it's also fine to play this way. And we've seen several times the Hane and double Hane, which is right. Once White plays a Hane, he should continue with a double Hane. Playing no B, it's going to favor Black a little bit, because Black will push several times in Sente and then take away the middle side extension around here, or just the star point. So White's wall is inefficient like this. With the double Hane, White goes for the corner, so Black takes a Ponuki. It's a basic Joseki, and now Black is Sente. Well, Black took this extension to make sure the thickness in the top left is not going to expand too much on the left side. But for Black, it's good enough to play a move like M3 or just a Keima at C6, which is also in the direction of the left side, or simply play something like R14. But okay, it's a matter of personal choice. So Black extends C10. Now White pincers M3. This is very good because it takes away Black's proper extension. Then Black goes K3, but actually here Black should still play a bit tighter to focus on the corner, like F3. Now, when White covers O4, Black has the freedom to play whatever he wants. So another big point would be R14, or extend all the way to R10. Anyway, with this move, Black is threatening to escape from P3, so White needs to cover, which is the right move. And then Black should secure the corner against a Sansan invasion. So the proper move would be something like F4, or even a double up this way. Also Sansan is an option. I like F4 probably the most because of the shape point of view. But Black's jump in the center, it's a bit too optimistic. Now it still leaves the Sansan invasion, which is the most urgent point because it's a double wing formation in the lower left. So far I like White's Fuseki. It's very tidy, very solid. So we have another double Hane variation, but this time Black goes for it. Actually, in this case, Black can push and just play the basic pattern, because Black is going to connect all his stones. He makes C10 get into play and builds a pretty nice box. This is the classic Joseki, and this time White has to go for the moves 4 and 6. Because anyway White is not going to invade around G3, for example. And if White pushes again here, then plays away, Black will immediately go down to D2 in Sente. So that's why it's important for White to catch this D2 move. Even after the push at B7, White should still play the Hane and Tsugi, the connection, because it creates the cutting point. So Black comes back with F3, and now the game goes on. So we have the double Hane. White goes for the basic variation again. If White plays Hane here, D2, and then cuts E3, this is a situation where many times Black can get confused, and he might miss the point of the double Atari. So when Black captures a stone here, White will double Atari and catch the stone on the left side. And that's quite a disaster for Black. But if Black sees the double Atari and he connects this way, White will catch the other guy and makes a Ponuki on the bottom side, then extends H3. So instead of destroying the Moyo on the left, White actually develops the bottom. And now the two stones here are under pressure. So that's an option too, but the basic variation is what happened in the game, and it's absolutely fine. this push is good too, because later on white can lean at e5 and erase the moyo. So now black has a weak stone on the left side, this c10, and black should actually extend c13. This push is possible too. I mean, well, it's going to affect the top left corner, but simply making a base is the proper way. Also, black can extract here first and then approach b14, in which case white either captures the 3 stones or plays a bump, Kosumitsuke. But here black can go up, so now again black has a base on the left side. This is a better way to deal with the c10 stone and help it. So now white plays a pincer, black hane without pulling out the 2 stones, which is playable too. And on this hane, white had the option to jump d14, because if black goes down and then turns, it's not a problem. White can just hane and kill the 4 stones. If black pushes inside like this and cuts, again white can play Atari and catch a stone in a ladder. Even if black plays the squeeze, black has only 3 liberties against 4. So when hane, it's 3 against 3, white will win the semi faster, like this. So there's nothing to worry about. It's okay to play the move on the 4th line instead of the block on the 3rd line. Now with this block, we will see later that black missed a nice combination. So black plays a pip to press this down, then hane, which is fine. So now black is trying to set up a moe in the top by discarding the stone on the left side and push along. This Atari, it's questionable. Why should just Nobi? Because that Atari kind of helps black. If black plays a move here, white is not going to cut, but white will protect the left side. There's a lot of agi on the left. So with this Atari, white actually wants to take Sente because black captured the stone. But let's see what happens if black pushes here, then plays an inside cut like b14. The plan is to give up 1 stone bait and catch the 2 stones on the left side. So black breaks the left side this way. Now white is not going to agree with this plan and just connects b12. But now the problem is black can go out b17. So in this case, white has to go b15 and give up the stones in the corner. Now if white wants to resist and capture everything, black will just turn, and this is the nasty part. White will catch a stone thinking, okay, everything is safe, but the problem is a throw in Atari and then Atari from the outside. So this creates a spectacular Dame Tsumari. When white connects, everything is captured, and if white captures here, black takes the tail and automatically kill the corner. So this will be a disaster. It's a total collapse on white's part. So therefore, playing this Atari, f12, kind of helped black set up the solid position for that fight. That's why it's better to Nobi, and if black pushes down, then you have a counter Atari. So when this happens, we have Atari, Atari, and catch. Gotta pay attention to these details in local fights. But now, white took Sente to damage the top side. Anyway, on the left, when all that maneuver happens, white will give up the 2 stones in the corner. It's impossible to resist. So now we have an invasion in the top. And actually, this can be played at m17. Because if black attacks from the left side, this extension is closer to the wall, so it makes black over-concentrate. White has space to slide at q18, pull back, clamp, and then make this kind of tiny base, which is strong enough. Black needs to extend on the right, and so on. But if black attacks from the right, this still gives space enough for a little base towards the wall like this. But if you still feel the wall it's too powerful, just jump in the center. And on this kind of move, play a tsuke under, attach on top, and jump again. So black is still over concentrated on the left. Therefore, I prefer m17, but n17, it's also pretty similar idea. I mean, if black protects the corner, white has an ideal extension, enough space for a base. If black attacks from the left side, then you can slide. But this way, black's extension at L17 seems to be right distance from the wall. So you want to play moves that your opponent always feels a bit cramped, if possible. I mean, to make your opponent more uncomfortable. Hane on top is good. But the connection shouldn't be this tiger mouth. If you want to play a tiger mouth, it should be the other one. Because when black turns, you go up and the shape is excellent. If black plays Kosumi here, you play Kosumi to prevent the connection under, and black again needs to protect the corner. Then you push and jump out. Because playing this move, it's going to be a heavy formation. If black plays a peep and white connects, then it's already strange. And actually consider the solid connection, it's slightly better. I mean, if something like this happens and black goes O16, white will never play this one. White would play Hane and then Atari. So playing the solid connection, when black goes P17, white pushes a couple of times here, or just one time actually, and then jump out. And it's an excellent way to run out from the top moyo. So this hanging connection also allows that Hane. So for example, if you have the tiger mount at O16 and black plays Hane, white can block it. But having the tiger mount in this direction, when Hane, you cannot block because black will cut. Therefore, white needs to Nobi. But this kind of helps white. So black shouldn't Hane in this case. Black can play P17 or play the peep and then, for example, block like this, and now white is still on the run. So white needs to come out somehow, and black can also extend and build a nice top right corner. So we have a Nobi, then a push again, block. Here white should turn, because black is not completely safe in the corner. If black plays on the right, white jumps in the corner. If black protects the corner this way, white has the Hane to catch 2 stones, and black still needs to defend the corner, then it's much easier to fix the top, taking the 2 stones. So the turn would be good. I think black will play something like R14, R13. Then with this jump, you can reduce a little bit the corner and then come out, push once. This is Sente, and make a 2-space jump to secure the group. So when you play here, black can link under, and that gives him lots of points. And white shape is still kind of thin, so white needs O14 to be connected and safe. But then it's easy for black to come inside, because now he's not worried about the corner anymore, so he can play this move, tightening the connection under and extend. Then the moyo disappears. Now with this move, white builds a lot on the right side, and it's a big potential, but black comes in, separating the top stones. Hane, let's see, is it better to play cut, Atari, and extend? It's possible, but still dangerous. Yeah, not an easy fight. So Hane, then Keima. Yeah, this was a good combination, but somehow the fight looks more promising for black. Yeah, that was a good cut. Actually here black had the chance to fight better. Black can play Atari this way, then Atari couple of times, and then connect. Because now the group in the top, it's in trouble even more. Well, the peep can wait a little bit, push again to get stronger. Yeah, in fact the peep is good now, and then jump like this. Very difficult for those white stones to live in the top. If black captures this group, it's pretty much game over. The box is too large. So this was one important critical moment of the game, but black didn't gain so much. He pushed several times from behind, white builds the territory on the side, and then here black should consider the cap move to try to seal in the top group. But like this, white managed to live quite comfortable. Instead of connecting right away, white can play Atari and then connect. So this will grow the right side, but it's a bit more dangerous in the center. I mean, in the top. In fact, not so much. White can push one time, then play here, and those are the 2 eyes. So black push here, white keeps the territory, but instead of pushing from behind, just Keima to get ahead. I mean, you lose maybe a couple of points because black can push in center, but you keep everything connected very nice. So black tries to kill, obviously, but it didn't work. So simply come out, that's good. Black can still keep pressure with Hane and try to surround the whole thing. Because the thing is, white cannot cut around here. If white tries, for example, this, and cut, black will snap back. So this will be troublesome for white if black plays the Hane and surrounds the group, because inside the top moyo, it's not so easy to create twice. So with this move, black can turn. Then when you go down, this is going to be centered, but you still don't have twice. Then the pip, it's a problem. So in the end, it's just one eye. If this happens, the group dies. So ouch. Black no B. Then white comes out. Very good. And the pip is nice too. Yeah, now the group is kind of safe. So black managed a little bit of compensation on the right side with this turn. The Hane can wait actually. Unless you want to cut, but it's not so easy. Can be dangerous. Yeah, black Hane, and normally here you gotta go down. Then black will protect. Yeah, this Hane is big to secure the top and damage a little bit. But in the end it was Gote. So let's see. Push again here, it's interesting. We have an Atari follow-up. But actually white can go down. Then try to break this bottom side. This move. Then a pip. And jump out. So the 3 stones are under attack. Then black is not, he doesn't have time to move into the corner if he's busy saving the 3 stones on the bottom. So maybe interesting to get this battlefield first. Now when this happens, usually black will continue with a move like S2. Then on Atari, you go down, you let him live in the corner and add another move to stay safe here. It's difficult to really kill everything. Now instead of Atari, white should just play the double hanging connection. Black needs to struggle more. Of course black will play the Hane and then fight the Ko, but already white's position is stronger. So we have a very spectacular Ko fight going on here. Yeah, that push with a lot of Aji. So if white takes away, which is, I mean, eliminates the Ko, which is really big for the lower side, black will Hane and it's ouch. Because now black can also extract the B17 stone. So the problem is white needs to come here. Then black will jump again. Yeah, white needs to block that. Go down here. This is not always a super big cutter, but there's nothing else. So you gotta play it. I mean, black can sacrifice the 2 stones in the corner now. Yeah, because this corner is bigger. But instead of taking the 2 stones, white should first play S5. Because black is not completely alive. I mean, if black changed his mind and he wants the 3 stones back, white will connect here and kill the bottom again. I think black will still go for the life on the bottom side. And this is not completely alive yet. Now it is. But also the white group can survive this way. So now turn and then catch the 2 stones. So first fix the lower right corner, allow black leave, but then take the profit in the lower left corner. Because it feels like this, black profit too much on the side, on the right side. And also before taking the 2 stones, should push D2, because this creates some Aji with the cutting point at E3. So now if you finish the lower left corner, black has to cut here, for example, to live in the corner and get rid of the Aji. And then you have the cut right away, because the ladders are not working. This is broken. Also, if black comes out, you push and catch this stone and damage more on the bottom. If black extends here, you catch the 4 stones. So there is a follow-up after the push. I mean, well, it creates a cutting point, obviously. So this will hurt. Oh, in fact, it works right away. Huh? So here black has to jump, always. Because if white cuts, white doesn't have to go back in the corner. Yeah, this is excellent. So let's see the actual game. Black cuts. White has to sacrifice some stones here. That's fine. Black should go Nobi in this case. But the capture is fine too. I mean, white white can get inside a little bit. Ah, interesting idea. But it might hurt. Yeah, white didn't have to do anything here. Just come around and attack the bottom stones. But if this move, black jumps out, it's more interesting to come inside with f3. Because when black covers, white jumps and tries to kill everything. And if black comes out, white can jump along. And now this move has the option to continue at k2 or connect under. So when this happens, you link or you jump out between the groups and try to catch on a larger scale. And when this happens, white can also use k2. So there's a bigger damage on the bottom side this way. This kind of move can wait because you can push or Atari. So it kind of finishes the shape. Push is good. Cut would be good too. Don't peep at the cutting point. Just cut. Or this one. Then when black connects, you can catch everything in a net. Yeah, this should be quite okay. Atari connect, Atari go out. So, uh-oh, how we capture. I misread. One liberty for white. Sorry, for black. Okay, so that's too optimistic. But the cut would be nice. Then go out. Cover. Push inside. Then Atari here. Back to the co-fight. Well, lots to read here. So just peep. Connect. But then it's a problem with the bottom stones. So white would like to play a move like this. Then black will push and cut this way. Then we have Atari and the driving several times. Then go inside the bottom. Oh, actually this will be pretty good for white, but the top group is not alive again. So dangerous. Therefore, just Kosumi. But then black builds too much, killing these M6 stones. I mean, the maneuver here for white was to save the two stones on the bottom, and in the end, white still loses them. In that case, it's better to play something like h3, because when black plays j2 to go for the bottom stones, white at least has the target on killing the 4 stones. And if black plays another move to stay safe here, you just reduce from the top. So you don't need to play moves in the middle and then lose them. You better lose them right away and compensate. Let's see. Jump, peep. But hang on a second. Okay, connect. Yeah, white can play here. When black plays this move, white connects, black comes out, and white connects again. And then when black pushes, you simply push. So you don't lose everything here, actually. That's maybe the simpler way. And here white can also think about the attach. Then when black no-B, connect. Black will push. Okay. We give the 2 stones on the bottom, but still come inside like this. So probably that's why the game got so close in the end. Combination. So if black takes a stone, white can pull back. When black cuts, Atari and Atari. Very good. So black lost a few stones here in Gote. There is still this edge on the left side, but now it's a bit different. I mean, if black cuts, white connects. When black goes down, white plays here, black takes, the 2 stones. And if black white resists, black turns on this move, throw in, then Atari, and now it's a co-fight. But it's actually a double co. So again, white is doomed. I mean, black can answer everything, and then always when black captures, white is going to be in Dametsumari. So that's a really nice tactic to remember in the top left corner, that shortage of liberties. White should push through and catch a stone. That's the follow-up. That's why black normally has to connect here. Also for black, it's interesting to push like this and turn, because then black has a throw in and so on. But playing the Hane, black can just Nobi. So white didn't gain much from the Hane. Also, if white clamps, black connects, white connects. But if white pushes, black has to give up the stone. So that's the maximum profit you can get in that corner. But for black, it's really good to play d2. So playing a move like d2, then throw in, then block, Atari, it will catch a few stones. Yeah, black managed to defend there. White doesn't have to worry about the middle anymore, because white captured the 2 stones, so the group is alive, even if it's disconnected. Ah, finally the combination in the top. Now here, white can just go down. And now black should catch 2 stones. So black was close to damage the top left, but in the end he failed. He could win the game by taking them. And now white shouldn't play this move, but capture the ko, because black needs to play Atari and leave those stones behind, then stay alive. If black fights the ko and he loses it, now I can use this move, then go for the kill. Everything is dead there. So yeah, that was big. But here, black can play Atari under first, and then connect. It's important to play the... Oh, actually it's not, sorry. Push here. Because if white tries to go for a ko, black can connect and then Atari from the outside. If black fails and he goes here to kill, then white has a ko and connects under. So this was a little bit passive. Well, the Atari under, it's also no necessary. Bigger to connect D1, D2. That was fine. The throw-in lost 1 point. Black can play here, white needs to connect, but white give up a stone. In this case, throw-in doesn't gain, just -1. This was big. This is not necessary. Should connect here, because the group is already alive. Now at least white can play this move in center. That's fine. So no more catch on the bottom. Wait a second. Puck. So if white plays away, black cuts. White will try to connect under with a monkey jump. Black can play here center, then this one, then cut, then Atari from the outside, then Atari again, and Atari again. That's quite annoying, so white has to play inside once. But also good to know why. And that was it. 2 points win for white in the end. Quite a game, this one. But if you look at the bottom, white lost too many stones here, unnecessary. But of course, the compensation in the lower left was quite nice, but that was for losing the corner in the lower right. Anyway, quite a good game. Congrats on the win, and hopefully we will see more like this. Enjoy the review.